What's up, home bartenders? Welcome to Rob's Home Bar. We got a guest today. He's gonna eat the apple. Yeah, that's something. Today we're continuing our fall series of cocktails, but we're gonna be looking at some smoky Islay single malt scotch. So this is my favorite right here, Lagavulin 16, but these are some other amazing contenders. We've got Ardbeg 10 and then Laphroaig Lore. Lore is actually and not, Data's brother. Most often you'll find the Laphroaig 10, a fantastic scotch as well. But we're gonna take these three because I really I love peated scotch any time of year, but especially in the fall, nice smoky flavors, just really kind of works well in the fall season. When it's starting to get cold out and you have a nice bonfire and you cuddle next to the fire, and this just kind of gives you that same feeling because it's got that amazing smoke peaty flavor. All right, so let's make some smoky cocktails. All right, we're gonna start with some Islay Mist blended scotch. We got the Laphroaig Lore. We got some dry vermouth. This is the Amber Nectar. Let's do it. So starting off with 2 ounces of our blended scotch. I'm using Islay Mist, but use whatever you got. 1 ounce of dry vermouth using a local, and then 1/4 ounce of our Islay single malt. Follow that up with 2 bar spoons of honey syrup. That's a 3-to-1 syrup. All right, give that some ice. We're gonna stir this one because it's basically just booze. And then we're going to strain into a Nick and Nora. Looks pretty. We're gonna garnish with a lemon peel, but before we break it down, we're going to aromatize the glass, get those oils on there, and then decorate it on the side of the glass. And there it is, the Amber Nectar. All right, we're gonna wait to taste these till the end, but let's move on. We're using the Ardbeg this time. We got some Geneva gin, we got homemade ginger liqueur. Make sure you check out that recipe, and some ginger bitters. This is the Mr. Anthony. It's basically like a riff of the penicillin. All right, so we're starting with 1 ounce of our Geneva. We've got 3/4 ounce of our Islay single malt using Ardbeg this time, some ginger liqueur, some lemon juice, some honey syrup once again, and top it off with a couple dashes of ginger bitters. You could probably leave those out if you don't have ginger bitters. That'd be fine. Okay, ice, shaky shake, and we're going to strain over fresh ice in a rocks glass. Looking beautiful. All right, let's grab that lemon and we're gonna garnish with a lemon wedge. And there it is, the Mr. Anthony. Looks refreshing. Moving on to our last peated cocktail, we've got a local apple brandy from Ogham Craft Spirits here in Ottawa. We're using my favorite scotch, Lagavulin 16, and we have Drambuie and some apple cider. This is the Rusty to the Core. This one's a riff of the Rusty Nail. So starting with 1.5 ounces of apple brandy, 3/4 ounce of Drambuie, we're gonna do 1/4 ounce of our Islay single malt Lagavulin, ounce of apple cider, and just 1/4 ounce of lemon juice. Ice, tin, shaky shake, and we're gonna bust out a nice decorative coupe, and we're gonna strain it in there. Garnish this one with an apple slice, and there it is, Rusty to the Core. It's got a beautiful color. Yeah, this one's gonna be good. All right, let's taste these 3 peated scotch cocktails. Perfect for the fall. I think smoky cocktails are great in the fall. So let's do it. We're gonna start with the Amber Nectar. This one right here. That is a nice sipper. So this was blended scotch. I did use an Islay blended, so there's still some smokiness there, but even if you just use like a Johnny Walker or Famous Grouse, something like that, that little extra bit from the, I think we use Laphroaig on that one, really bumps up the smoke. There's a good amount of vermouth in there, so it's still fairly easy drinking. It's got kind of like, I don't know, whiskey martini vibes to it. Very nice. Okay, the Mr. Anthony. I had to go in for another sip. It's really nice. Surprisingly not as smoky as the first one, even though it's got 3 times as much Islay. This one has more regular Scotch, so that might be part of the reason. You do get that gin. That Geneva is really interesting. It's a really kind of punchy gin, and then couple that with the Islay. This is a nice drink. I think I prefer the regular penicillin, but not bad. Rusty to the core. Nice apple flavor. The herbal honey notes from the Drambuie really do complement the apple brandy. I'd say the smoke is most lost on that one. It's present. We use the Lagavulin on that one. It's present, but it kind of gets toned down, gets lost because there's so much more going on. It's really apple forward, and then those honey, herbal notes from the Drambuie. So the Lagavulin kind of gets lost in the back. At the end of the day, though, the stars of today's show are these bad boys right here. I mean, doesn't matter if you make cocktails or if you just sip these plain. These guys are just magnificent spirits, magnificent scotches. Get yourself a bottle. It doesn't have to be the Loire. The Loire is expensive, but get yourself a bottle of Laphroaig, Lagavulin, Ardbeg, any of these. They're fantastic. Cheers. Cheers. Man, that's good.